and the next phase of our lives, we continuously ask ourselves questions like, what are we going to be doing with our lives, and how can we make a difference in the fast-paced world? I know these are important questions that we should continually ask ourselves, but something about them tends to happen. Daily life steps in, and we get caught in our busy schedules, paying bills, and just life in general. I'm here today to remind you of those questions and to tell you right away you can make a difference that would change the life of many. You can give someone the ultimate gift, the gift of life. By becoming an organ donor, you'd be making one of the most selfless decisions you could ever make. By being that donor, you can potentially save 8 lives. That is 8 people who would not have to spend agonizing months or years on the waiting list, who would have a second chance because you made the choice to become a donor. One donor can provide more than 12 different organs and tissues that can help save someone's life. Through tissue donation, you could save and improve the quality of life to up to 50 people. That could be the difference for a 4-year-old child with no vision who finally gets to see her mother for the first time, and a father with a failing heart getting to witness his child growing up until adulthood. It is important for you to understand the growing need of organ donors and how that need affects people around the whole world, as well as in Alabama. Did you know that according to the National Network of Organ Donors, there are 114,000 people nationally on the transplant waiting list? There are 18 people added every minute. That is 3 people added to the list per class time. For 19 people per day, the wait is too long, and they usually die because of a suitable donor is available. That is, it might not sound like much, but per year that is 6,935 people. That could be your mother, your sister, or your best friend. The need for organs is so great. It's sad because only approximately 5,000 people register to be an organ donor. This is not enough to cover the ever-growing number of people in need of organ transplant. I know it's hard to fully understand the dire need and what the patients and their family members go through while waiting for months or even years to receive a suitable organ. The pain and suffering, along with brutal reality that it may not come or may come too late. I know that pain. I still feel it today. My Uncle Bill was one of those patients. He was only 48 when his liver started failing. He went through the lengthy process of getting on the organ transplant list. He had given him less than a year to live. A transplant was his only hope. Then after all the tests, after all the months of waiting and hope, they found liver cancer that was so fast growing that a transplant was no longer an option. His second chance at life was gone. He passed away on Thanksgiving of 2011. So now that you see the need to become an organ donor, I'm going to tell you how easy it is to sign up and to make sure that your organs are actually donated after you pass. First, you need to talk to your family members. This is important because physicians cannot act upon your wishes to donate your organs without consent of your immediate family. Second, you need to have your driver's license marked, and they can do that at the DMV when you go to get your license renewed. Third, fill out, sign, and carry with you a uniform donor card. You can sign up at www.alabamaorgancenter.org. Donating an organ is the gift of life. It is so easy to do, and it can make a huge difference in many lives. Like I said, 19 people die per day waiting for an organ transplant. That number should be 0. I am asking you to join the growing number of people who are committed to giving the gift of life. If you would accept an organ why wouldn't you donate one?